What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Friday, July 27th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Ryan Reynolds is developing a new film that reimagines holiday staple Home Alone as a more mature comedy titled Stone Alone. Reynolds is Fox-based Maximum Effort studio and may potentially star in the comedy, which will be directed by Augustine Frizzell, Variety reported. The film, scripted by Kevin Burrows and Matt Miller, based on an idea by Fox's Matt Riley, follows a 20-something man who misses the plane for a holiday trip and then decides to get high. The man then discovers that thieves have broken into his house, whom he tries to fight off, Deadline reported. Home Alone, a Christmas classic released by Fox in 1990, featured a similar, more kid-friendly premise where Macaulay Culkin thwarts a pair of thieves after he is accidentally left behind at home for the holidays. Reynolds, who was last seen in Deadpool 2, will next be appearing in Detective Pikachu. Frizzell is also helming a high school drama for HBO called Euphoria. Jane Fonda is still developing a sequel to the hit 1980 workplace comedy 9 to 5 that she intends to star alongside original cast members Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton. Fonda said Wednesday at the Television Critics Association panel for her new HBO documentary, Jane Fonda in 5 Acts, "My role is as an executive producer, and I'm working with the writers, with Lily, and talking to the writers." She continued, "Right now, Dolly, Lily, and I are all intended to be in it." The original film remains one of the highest-grossing comedies of all time, earning an adjusted take of $356 million, noted The Hollywood Reporter. Fonda, Tomlin, and Parton starred in the film, which tackles sexual harassment in their workplace. Fonda says the sequel will again take place at the office of Consolidated Companies and could expand on the themes presented in the first time, along with how technology has affected the workplace. She says, "I'm sorry to say the situation is worse today. Today, a lot of the workforce is hired by an outside company. Who do you talk to if you have a problem?" Fonda, when asked about sexual harassment in the workplace today, stated that she sees the situation improving. She says, "I do think sexual harassment will tend to drop. Guys are scared." Development on the sequel to 9 to 5 began in 2018, with Rashida Jones being tapped to pen the script, along with original screenwriter Patricia Resnick. Fonda, Tomlin, and Parton has remained friends since starring in the first film, with Fonda and Tomlin co-starring together in the Netflix comedy series Grace and Frankie. Internet horror creator Slender Man terrorizes a group of teenagers in search of their friend in the latest trailer for Sony's upcoming film based on the popular character. The clip, released Thursday, follows high school classmates Haley, played by Julia Godani, Ren, played by Joy King, and Chloe, played by Jazz Sinclair, as they head out into the woods to find their missing friend Katie, who was researching Slender Man on her computer. Haley encounters Slender Man in the woods and begins to be haunted by the figure along with her friends. Slender Man is seen using his long tentacle arms to snatch the girls, and he infects their minds with scary images. The synopsis reads, in a small town in Massachusetts, a group of friends perform a ritual in an attempt to debunk the lore of Slender Man. When one of them goes mysteriously missing, they begin to suspect that she is, in fact, his latest victim. Slender Man, directed by Sylvian White, is set to arrive in theaters on August 10th. Monica is shocked to find out that all of her love letters have been sent out in a new trailer for Netflix's upcoming adaptation of To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The clip, released Thursday, features Condor as a shy teenager, Laura Jean Song Covey, who, instead of expressing how she feels to the various boys she likes around town and school, pens secret love letters addressed to them. Laura Jean then discovers that all 5 of her crushes have someone received the letters, including the most popular guy at school, Peter, played by Noah Centineo, and her sister's boyfriend, Josh, played by Israel Brezad. The incident forces Laura Jean to open more and even allow her to date Peter as a way to avoid any attention with Josh. The film, based on the best-selling young adult novel of the same name by Jenny Han, is directed by Susan Johnson, Janelle Parrish, Andrew Batchelor, John Corbett, and Anna Cathcart also star. To All the Boys I've Loved Before is set to premiere on Netflix on August 17th. The Walking Dead star Laura Cohan says her character's story isn't finished. The 36-year-old actress discussed her future with the AMC series in an interview Wednesday with Andy Live after undergoing standard renegotiation about her salary. She said her reported contract dispute, it wasn't actually that I was asking for more pay, it was that my contract finished, so that's a pretty standard renegotiation. Cohan debuted as Maggie Green in The Walking Dead Season 2 and was promoted to series regular in Season 3. She is exploring other projects, including the new ABC pilot Whiskey Cavalier, but says she's not closing the door on Maggie. The star said, "My Walking Dead story is open, it's not finished." She explained, "We don't close doors, you don't break up with someone and forget about them and delete them from your life. Things transition in different places." Cohan previously confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that she will return as Maggie in Season 9. She said in April, "I'm going back, there's a lot more Maggie's story to tell." The Walking Dead Season 9 will premiere on October 7th. Andrew Lincoln, who portrays Rick Grimes, confirmed last week that Season 9 will be his last on the show. MTV has released the first teaser trailer for its upcoming second season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, which is set to premiere on August 23rd. The clip released Wednesday hints at new episodes featuring series star Dina Cortez announcing that she is pregnant and a wedding for Pauly D. DeVecchio. A wedding officiant says as the two hands are seen holding onto each other during a wedding ceremony, Mr. and Mrs. Pauly D. Star Ronnie Ortiz Magro, who was also seen carrying his newborn baby, ex Gene Harley. Jersey Shore Family Vacation is the latest new series to feature the original Jersey Shore crew that also consists of Nicole Snooki Polizzi, Mike the Situation Sorrentino, Jenny J. Wild Farley, and Vinny Gulganino. The show is MTV's top unscripted series, which has helped the network score its best third-quarter primetime rating averages among 18 to 34-year-olds since 2000, Deadline reported. Cortez made headlines recently when she posted on social media her first baby bump photo. The WWE reality series Total Divas will return to E! With Season 8 on September 19th, the network announced on Thursday. The teaser trailer for the upcoming season was also released featuring series stars Nikki and Brie Bella, Naomi, Natalia, Lana, Nia Jax, and a returning Paige, who was named WWE's new general manager of SmackDown in April. The clip also features Brie offering Nikki to come to live with her following Nikki's highly publicized split from John Cena in April. Season 8 will begin with the women getting ready for WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, with the focus on Jax's Raw Women's Champion event, Deadline reported. Total Divas returns September 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on E! Kelsey Grammer is reportedly exploring a potential reboot of Frasier that would move his iconic character, Dr. Frasier Crane, to a new city. Grammer, who also executive produced Frasier, interest on a reboot, is meeting with writers, Deadline reported. An insider said in a statement to The Wrap, Kelsey potentially wants to revive the project, hence he is taking meetings with various writers. The revival is being envisioned as a reboot that would differ from the recent returns of Will and Grace and Roseanne, but not continuing the plot of Frasier. The reboot would involve the title character relocating out of Seattle, where Frasier took place. Grammer first portrayed Dr. Frasier Crane on Cheers, which took place in Boston. The character then moved to Seattle in Frasier, a spin-off of Cheers that ran for 11 seasons from 1993 to 2004. Frasier also starred David Hyde Pierce as Frasier's brother Niles Crane, John Mulaney as Frasier's father Martin Crane, Jane Leaves as housekeeper Daphne Moon, and Perry Gippin as Roz Doyle, Frasier's radio show producer. Mahoney died at the age of 77 in February. Grammer said at the time, "He was my father. I loved him." Hannah Gadsby confirmed on The Tonight Show that she won't be leaving comedy as planned after the success of her Netflix special Nanette. The Australian comedian told host Jimmy Fallon on Wednesday that Nanette was meant to be her way out of comedy, with this message about self-deprecating humor and how she doesn't want to humiliate herself anymore. Gadsby, who's 40, says, "I wrote the show because I had enough. It's a quitting show. I thought I'll drop a bomb and leave, and I really thought it would divide audiences, and it just hasn't." Lynette, released on Netflix in June, has received rave reviews. The special features Gadsby reflecting on gender, sexuality, and her story being sexually abused. She said, when I wrote it, it wasn't supposed to go, oh, I get a Netflix special out of this. Everyone will see it. It was like, oh, I'll probably get 12 shows and be asked to leave, and the plans backfire. Gadsby will perform Nanette live one last time at the Montreal Comedy Festival on Friday. Fallon expressed interest in seeing new materials from Gadsby. She says, I'll do something. I said I was quitting, and then if I quit, I'm an idiot now. Like if the show had gone as badly as I had planned, it would have worked, but now I left with a choice. I'll either be an idiot or a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite. Gadsby also shared the story of an embarrassing encounter with Emma Thompson, in which Gadsby accidentally texted the British actress a photo of Chuck Norris. She said, she sent me a text going, that was an amazing show. You know, it took me all night to process it. It changed my future of the world. And Gadsby said, explained that she had just texted a friend the same photo. Chrissy Teigen strikes a pose in an adorable new photo. Teigen shared the picture of Miles, her 2-month-old son, and husband, singer John Legend, during their family vacation Thursday in Bali, Indonesia. Miles propped up on the sofa and giving an unimpressed look for the camera. The photo has received over 1.3 million likes just hours after its posting. Teigen captioned the picture, "Hello, ladies." Fans remarked in the comments about Miles' resemblance to Legend. One person wrote, "OMG, he already looks so much like John." Another added, at Chrissy Teigen, he's such a handsome little munchkin, but you gave birth to another at John Legend little clone. Not a bad thing. Teigen is also parents to 2-year-old daughter Luna with Legend. She posted a video with the toddler Wednesday on Instagram stories after fans pointed out that the bug the pair were playing in an earlier clip was likely a tarantula, hawk, spider, wasp. The star assured her followers, Luna says, we're alive, we're alive, we're alive. Teigen gave birth to Miles in May after conceiving again via in vitro fertilization. She discussed IVF with her followers the next month on Twitter, saying, I'm all for talking about IVF. Television person Kim Zolciak wants to get smaller breast implants. The 40-year-old Real Housewives of Atlanta alum said on Wednesday's episode of her House of Kim podcast that she was ready to downsize after having the largest implants possible. Zolciak says, I have the largest implants they actually make, but it doesn't look that big on my body because of the way I'm built. She says, I already called Dr. Hochstein, who did my boobs and tummy a few years ago, and I said I feel like I should get my boobs reduced. They're heavy. My posture is terrible. I'm getting older. Zolciak underwent a breast augmentation lift in 2015 following the birth of her twins, Kaya and Kane. She further discussed her plans in a video Wednesday on Instagram stories. The star told fans, I'm thinking like a C, a full C. She says, I have to have all my clothes altered. I have to buy a size 6 and everything where I could wear a size 2 in tops because of my boobs and then have everything altered. So I posted a bikini photo on Instagram after polling her followers if she should get a C or DD size implants. She wrote, thanks at Kane Bryman for taking this pic of me today. Lopsided boobs and all. Clearly it's the bathing suit, LOL, and thank you guys for voting on C to double D. Can't wait to downsize a little at Dr. Hochstein. Zolciak is parents of 6 children, 21-year-old daughter Brielle, 16-year-old daughter Ariana, 7-year-old son Croy, 5-year-old son Cash, and twins Kaya and Kane. She married former NFL player Croy Berman in November 2011. Jenna Dewan says that it's been a journey since her split from Channing Tatum this year. 37-year-old actress said in the September issue of Women's Health that she's been a wave of growth since her separation from Tatum after 8 years of marriage. Dewan told the magazine, it's been a journey and it's been a transformation for myself, my needs and wants as a woman. She says, I think everybody wants to hold on to what's in front of them, but when you open your mind saying, I want what's best for myself and my daughter, you have to be okay with however that looks. Dewan is parents of 5-year-old daughter Everly with Tatum, whom she split in April. Dewan and her daughter are now adjusting to their new normal life. The star says, I feel I've been on a wave of growth. It does look different. It's a new normal, and I really think we'll get used to that. She qualified, it's always challenging to go through a big change and have the whole world have an opinion about it. Dewan and Tatum met on the set of the 2006 movie Step Up and married in July 2009. The pair announced their split to fans in a post on Instagram, saying that they have lovingly chosen to separate as a couple. They said, "Absolutely nothing has changed about how much we love each other, but love is a beautiful venture that has taken us on different paths for now. We're still a family and will always be loving, dedicating parents to Everly." Rowland is showing her support for Demi Lovato following the star's reported overdose. The 37-year-old singer showed her love for the 25-year-old pop star Wednesday by getting a temporary tattoo of a line during an event in Chicago. Lovato has real-life versions inked on her left hand. Rowland shared a video on Instagram stories of herself getting the tattoo of Refinery 29's 29 Rooms event. She and Lovato served as judges together on The X Factor Season 3 and have remained friendly since. Rowland captioned the clip, "Got you on my mind." The former Destiny's Child star tagged Lovato directly in another post. She wrote alongside a photo of a line, "At Didi Lovato, I love you." TMZ reported Lovato was rushed to the hospital Tuesday after having a drug overdose at her home. The star's rep said in a statement to People Tuesday evening that Lovato was awake and recovered. The rep said Demi is awake and with her family, who wants to express thanks to everyone for the love, prayers, and support. Lovato celebrated her 6-year sobriety in March, but hinted at a relapse in her song "Sober," which debuted in June. Ellen DeGeneres, Nick Jonas, Ariana Grande, and other stars have also voiced their support for Lovato since her hospitalization. Jennifer Lopez gave fans a glimpse into her 49th birthday celebration. The singer and actress took to Instagram Wednesday after spending the occasion with boyfriend Alex Rodriguez and their respective children. Lopez shared a slideshow that included pictures with Rodriguez and their kids. The singer is mom to 10-year-old twins Emmy and Max, while Rodriguez is parents to 2 daughters, 13-year-old Natasha and 10-year-old Ella. Lopez captioned the post, "So believe it or not, I'm just waking up for my birthday celebration last night. It was a small gathering with the kids and some family and a couple of close friends. The day and night was filled with lots of laughter, tears, and of course dancing." She says, "I want to write all of you because I was so overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and birthday wishes you all sent to me yesterday. Felt so incredibly moved and blessed to have you all in my life. What a lucky girl I am to have such loyal and loving fans and followers." Lopez celebrated her birthday Tuesday with Rodriguez and family and friends in the Bahamas. Rodriguez marked the occasion with a sweet post of the Shade of Blue star on Instagram. The former New York Yankees player wrote, "For someone who has been about giving everything she has 365 days a year to our children, our families, the world, I hope today we can give you all the happiness you deserve. I love you mucho." Lopez and Rodriguez confirmed their relationship in March 2017. The singer said in the April issue of Harper's Bazaar that she's not forcing marriage with Rodriguez. The South Boy band BTS has another music video past 300 million views on YouTube. Soompi says the K-pop group reached a milestone Thursday with its Mic Drop remix video featuring Steve Aoki. The Mic Drop remix debuted in November. The original version of the song appears on the boy band's EP Love Yourself Her, which was also released in September. Mic Drop Remix is BTS's 5th music video to pass 300 million views on YouTube. The group previously reached the milestone with its videos for DNA, Fire, Dope, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Love Yourself Her is the first album in BTS's Love Yourself series. The boy band released a follow-up, Love Yourself Tear, in May, which has spent its 9th consecutive week on the Billboard 200 Albums charts. BTS announced plans this month for a 3rd and final installment, Love Yourself Answer. The album will debut August 24th and reached number 1 among Amazon's music pre-orders last week. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1991, Natalie Cole's Unforgettable with Love goes to number 1. 15 years and 5 number 1 hits after breaking into the music industry by working in a style completely different from her famous father's. Natalie Cole distanced herself from Nat King Cole's musical legacy and instead embraced it, recording an entire album of standards from her father's old repertoire. Though it exposed her to charges of exploiting his memory, it also gave Cole the biggest hit album of her professional career, Unforgettable with Love, which climbed to the top of the Billboard 200 Albums charts on this date in 1991. Unforgettable with Love marked a significant shift in both musical direction and career fortunes for Natalie Cole. The album comprised of 22 songs from the Nat King Cole catalog, including solo performances of Route 66, Mona Lisa, and Straighten Up and Fly Right, as well as a duet between Natalie and her father on his biggest hit of all, Unforgettable. The skillful production work on Unforgettable may not have entirely removed the creepiness factor of the daughter singing with her dead father, but the song swept every eligible category in at the 1991 Grammy Awards: Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Traditional Pop Performance. Its success also on the radio also helped Unforgettable with Love sell more than 8 million copies, winning the Grammy for Album of the Year, and on this date in 1991 topped the Billboard album charts. Also on this date in 2003, the legendary actor-comedian Bob Hope dies at the age of 100 in Toluca Lake, California. Known for entertaining American servicemen and women for more than 5 decades, Hope had a career that spanned the whole range of 20th century entertainment, from vaudeville to Broadway musicals to radio, television, and movies. He was born Leslie Towns Hope, the fifth of 7 sons, on May 29, 1903, in Effingham, England. In 1907, Hope's family moved to Cleveland, Ohio. As a young man, he began his entertainment career as a dancer and vaudeville performer. During the 1930s, he appeared on Broadway musicals along with such performers as Fanny Brice and Ethel Merman. In 1934, Hope wed the nightclub singer Dolores Reed. The marriage would endure until his death. In 1938, Hope, who became known for his snappy one-liners, rose to national fame with his own radio show on NBC and his first feature film, The Big Broadcast, of 1938. In 1940, Hope co-starred in the box office hit Road to Singapore with Bing Crosby. The film about a pair of singing, wisecracking con men was the first of 7 road movies the pair would make. Hope appeared in more than 50 featured films during his career. He hosted the Academy Awards 18 times, although he never won an Oscar himself, an occurrence he turned into a long-running joke. However, he did receive 5 special awards from the Academy, including 2 honorary Oscars. Hope was also top entertainer on TV, and from 1959 to 1996, he made 284 Bob Hope specials for NBC. Starting in World War II, Hope began entertaining American troops at military bases around the world. His USO tours traveled to military bases during the time of war, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, as well as times of peace. He was so beloved for his work with the military for more than half a century that Congress passed a resolution in 1997 making Hope an honorary veteran. It was one of the countless honors Drew Hope's received throughout his career. In 1998, he was granted honorary knighthood from Queen Elizabeth. And as your entertainment report for Friday, July 27th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/entertainment report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Answer Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.